On my latest trip to Europe, I had one of the most delicious dishes of my life. And there I came across a very popular restaurant. And they were serving rotisserie chicken. But to go along with it, they served this incredible sauce. It was spicy but very delicious. The greatest and the most flavorful sauce I've ever had. So I am on a mission trying to replicate it. Because this is piri piri sauce. And when I tell you friends that this is the best thing I ever had, I mean it. Today I share with you how I cracked the code on making this sauce. Now to make this sauce is a little bit of work but totally worth it. And I understand that if you're not up to the task, there's another option. This, you can buy it online. But I'll be honest with you, this is not the same that I had in Portugal. It's very close. So if you really want the authentic taste, you're gonna have to try to make it yourself. However, buying one and trying it first will let you know if it's worth your time on making it. Now the first thing you're gonna need is this, piri piri peppers. They're not very easy to find, but you can always get them online. The first thing to do is to crush them. So I throw them into a pestle mortar, followed by garlic, a pinch of salt, and smash them up. Once they're fully crushed, you wanna go ahead and add some tomato paste, mix everything together and crush it a little more, and in the end you are left with this, a spicy chili paste. Now into a hot skillet, you wanna add a good amount of avocado oil, as then you wanna add a chunk of white onions. Go ahead and start sauteing it up. You want to cook the onions nice and slow until they start caramelizing. Now add that chili paste we made previously, followed by oregano, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, ground ginger, brown sugar, and a few bay leaves. Mix it all together until everything combines and cook it for about 4 minutes. You want everything to caramelize nicely. As soon as things start sticking to the pan, you want to go ahead and deglaze it with some beef stock. Mix it all together and let it reduce, because once you have done so, the most delicious, spicy, flavorful sauce you will ever have is done. It's that simple, my friends. But the flavor that comes out of this thing is on a whole nother level. I promise you. When I was in Portugal, I had this with chicken, but it was so delicious that I was wondering if this is going to also work with steaks. Well, we're about to find out right now, because for that, I went ahead and got these two beautiful tomahawks. As you can see, they are 2 inches thick and perfect for this experiment. So here's how it's gonna work. First, can we take a look at the marbling of these steaks? They are absolutely perfect, one better than the other. Shout out to my brother Emilio from Grand Western Steaks. His information will be on the link on the description, because these steaks are as good as it gets. Now here's how I'm gonna season them. First, a very generous amount of salt, and on the one on top, I went ahead and seasoned with freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As the one on the left, I'm gonna be using something different. This, which I got out of Amazon, piri piri spice mix. If you're interested in getting the same, the link will be on the description, because I went ahead and finished seasoning my steak with it, a generous amount. As now that these steaks are ready, they'll be going on the grill real soon, because in order to have a true comparison, I went ahead and prepared some chickens as well. So after splitting them in half for the seasoning, I did almost the same thing. They both got a good coating of salt. Then this one I used a barbecue rub, and the other one the piri piri spice mix, just like the steak. I'll be grilling these chickens to see which one is going to turn out better. Hopefully it will be as good as the one I had in Portugal, because there was one other thing that I also had there, and that would be one of the most iconic dishes, francesinha. This is a monster sandwich. It's the sandwich that includes the most amount of protein that I ever had. But what makes this even more special is all about the sauce. If you nail the sauce, you can make this sandwich. And here's how. It all starts off with some steaks. You can cook them and season them whichever way you prefer. And I even cook them on the pan to make things a little bit faster. But the next protein you need is some sausages. You're welcome to use anything you like as well. However, these are chorizo, and they just go perfectly well together. Get a nice color on them. Remember, this is going to go in the middle of the sandwich, and it should take no time at all for you to make a bunch. Another important thing you must have is an egg. And by the way, if you want to make eggs perfect, using a mold is the way to go. It just makes the job easier. And if you are an egg lover like me, you should definitely get one. Because once it's fried up, let's get on to the sauce. You first start with a tiny bit of oil in the pan, followed by a generous amount of onions. As soon as they start getting a little bit of color, add a tiny bit of whiskey, followed by white wine to deglaze it. You can always light it up to flambe a little bit of the alcohol, as then I'll be adding some Porto wine. Now you want to mix and totally deglaze the pan. Then you want to add some chicken bouillon powder, followed by Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, milk, some of the piri piri sauce we just made, tomato paste, a tiny bit of all-purpose flour, some good quality beer, and some oxtail stock. If you don't have that available, you can just use beef stock. Now you want to mix this up and reduce, because once you're happy with the consistency, you want to go ahead and throw everything into a blender, mix that up really good until everything is liquefied, and if you want to go the extra step, run it through a sieve to make it super fine. And in the end, you are left with this francesinha sauce that it is absolutely delicious. I could promise you that, friends. Just make it. Think about tomato soup on steroids. As now, to put the sandwich together, it's quite simple. You first want to go ahead and toast some bread. Get a nice little color on them. Now lay down a cutting board, add some old-fashioned ham, followed by the sausage that we cooked previously. Mozzarella cheese goes right on top. Then the steak, another slice of cheese, and top it off with the bread. But we're not done yet. Then go ahead and add more mozzarella cheese right on top. As now into the oven it goes to melt the cheese. Once that's done, you want to go ahead and add a generous amount of sauce. Now the monster sandwich, followed by that fried egg we made previously. Now this is my take on francesinha. A sandwich that is basically a meal. It has all the proteins you need in one bite, and it's something that you should experience at least once in your life. But remember, that's not all we're having today, because everything is all about that piri piri magical sauce. The only thing you have to do is to go ahead and cook the proteins. First, I'll be putting a nice beautiful sear on the steaks. Then I'll cook them in indirect heat. I'll be doing the same thing with the chicken as well, as in the end I'll be dredging it with that sauce. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill. So let's do it. All right, everybody, and here we have our beautiful feast. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, that looks so weird.
I was gonna say, I like this side of the table a lot more than that side of the table.
So from my trip from Portugal, this is called francesinha. And just wait until I cut this open. You guys are gonna be quite surprised. But here's the deal. Notice that we have 2 chickens and 2 steaks. And it's all about that piri piri sauce on top.
Yeah, I really can't tell which is the control here, guys.
I wanna know if the piri piri sauce makes it better or worse. I just love saying piri piri.
Piri piri.
All right, we're gonna start with the chicken first. What part would you like, Angel? I'll give you the drum, my friend.
Let's go, chicken, woo.
I'll give you the thighs. I'm a nice guy. You're welcome.
All right.
And I'll take a piece of the breast. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh, that's nice.
When you grill something, it will always be better.
I was about to say, you get that charcoal flavor that you don't usually get with chicken because not everyone puts it on the grill.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The rubs on the exterior are really nice. They like charred a little bit, so you can get that like crispiness, but you can still feel the flavor through that crispiness. It tastes really good. The chicken is actually moist, even though it's not sous vide or anything like that.
Yeah.
This is pretty solid.
Now I want to know if the piri piri sauce is going to make it better or worse. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Whoa, that is a super different flavor profile that I don't think I've had before.
I'm in love with it. What do you guys think? I want to know your honest opinion now.
It's very unique because it's savory, yet I can taste like a little bit of vinegar or something too.
Yeah.
Those two things normally contrast, but here they're kind of balanced in the proper way where they taste great together. It's weird, but it's good.
You know what I think? It kind of tastes like Indian curry or something like that, I don't know. It has that small hint of sweetness.
Yeah, it's because of the onions.
That you'll get, but you still get that spice.
I enjoy it quite a bit, everybody. It just makes the chicken better. It leaves a wonderful taste in your mouth, and it's still right there. And the thing with this sauce is that it lingers. I like it quite a bit, you guys. So this is supposed to normally go with chicken, okay? So yes, I cannot wait to see what it's gonna taste like on a beautiful tomahawk steak.
Would that work with a steak? I don't know.
I'm curious.
I guess only one way to find out, boys.
Oh, we first have to go to the francesinha. This is literally Portugal on a plate. The most iconic sandwich there is. Nothing is more iconic than this. Are you ready for this? And then
Let's see that cross section.
the quick open, and then take a look at that. Wow, look at that, everybody. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna let you guys take your own. The key here is trying to get not only the sandwich itself, but also a good amount of that sauce, because you gotta have it with the sauce. Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That was a big bite, yo. So good. What do you think?
This is like a club sandwich on steroids. You got like steak, sausage or something?
Yep. Steak, sausage, ham, cheese.
This is really nice. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a nice, beautiful grilled cheese sandwich on steroids with tomato sauce, everybody.
But that tomato sauce is not just tomato. It has like a yeasty, kind of like hoppy flavor to it too. And I love how the bread is so thick that it really soaks all of that flavor into it. You can get the nice, delicious sauce in every bite.
This is a wonderful sandwich. I highly recommend you giving it a try, everybody. It is not that difficult to make. You just gotta make the sauce ahead of time and you will enjoy it. But now, we gotta get some piri piri steak. Are you guys ready?
I don't think I'm piri-piri'd out just yet, so we can definitely go for this steak.
All right, so let's go. We first need to know if it's gonna be better or worse by trying the control. Let's go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Sin City was a maybe.
Bro.
Yo, chicken is good, but you can't compete with steak.
Especially with a thick, juicy, well-cooked piece of steak like this, it is no competition at all.
Steak's good?
Steak is
Steak is
delicious.
That is our control. I am excited for the piri piri steak. Are you guys ready? I never heard that, everybody. I just love saying piri piri. Piri piri piri. It's phenomenal. All right, let's dig in. We know piri piri sauce goes very, very well with chicken, but does it go well with steak? Cheers.
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 That one's better than the chicken. Oh, God damn, it's spicy.
This one, I think this one's spicier than the chicken too. Even though those spices and that heat is kind of strong, the flavor is equally as strong, so it's enjoyable to eat. It tastes freaking good, guys.
It tastes incredible, everybody. Here's the biggest problem when you're eating hot sauce. Some hot sauce, its only existence is to kill you. This is delicious, but also spicy.
Yep.
You guys think works better with chicken or steak?
I think both, man. I really don't have an issue with either one. It tastes really good with the chicken because chicken has no flavor, but with steak it still works because steak has good flavor and that's a good flavor too.
It's definitely better on the steak, but that sauce is so good you can put it on toast. You literally put it on a cracker and it's gonna be good. The combination of vegetables and flavors in it it's like, it has everything you want.
It is delicious, it is flavorful. You can now make it at home. I highly recommend. Save it and put it on everything, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.